What were you saying about the jellyfish that we were talking about? Then get down and raise your hand. Oh, that's very true. Yes, Ford. Really? Yes, Harrison. Oh my gosh. That would be amazing. Harrison, do you mind closing the door for me? Thank you. All right, everybody. Let's start. Oh, I love your bracelet, Wheeler. That was so sweet of Elliot. Oh, he worked so hard on that, didn't he? All right, everybody, let's go over the schedule today. Good morning, everybody. Okay, here we go. Here's our schedule. Wheeler, please sit down, sweetie. Thank you. Okay, we've got drop off and coloring. We're going to check that off. There we go. Next on our schedule is morning meeting. And then journals. We're going to come up with as many W words as we can. So be thinking of some words that start with W, a wah, wah sound. Then we're going to do some math. We'll have a break. We'll have Miss Eccles here for library. Then we'll do some foundations. Remember, just a super duper fast foundations and science today on Wednesdays because Miss Cornbluth comes on Wednesdays. And then story time, and then pack up and go home. So there's our schedule today. Okay, let's read. That's okay, don't worry about it. You can just sit down. Thank you for trying, Harrison. Let's read a book today. It's a very special book. I think y'all are gonna like it. It's a Mo Willems book. Yeah. Yes, and I don't think we've read this one before. Have we read this one? Today I Will Fly. I don't think we read this one at school yet, but I went into our storage unit over the weekend and I got some new books for us, and this was one of them. Okay, so here we go. An Elephant and Piggy book. Today, I Will Fly by Mo Willems. Maybe you read them at home or in preschool. Okay, the front, let's get quiet so we can hear. The front is a bunch of flying piggies. Here we go. Today, I will fly. No, you will not fly today. You will not fly tomorrow. You will not fly next week. You will never fly. I will try. Goodbye. And Piggy's walking off the page. Gerald is going, oh. You will not fly. She will not fly. Fly, 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 fly. So look, see, you can tell by Mo Willems drew these little dotted lines here. You can tell that she's jumping. She's hopping. Fly, 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 fly. You need help. Thank you. I do need help. I will get help. Oh, she's leaving to go get help. Woof, woof, woof. Oh no, the dog is chasing her. Woof, woof, woof. Ah! She jumped through super, super, super high on top of Gerald. I did it. I flew. Thank you for your help. You did not fly. I did not fly. You jumped. I jumped. She jumps down. Well, it was a big jump. Yes, it was a big jump, but you did not fly. I will try again. I will eat lunch. He's leaving to go eat lunch. So funny. Goodbye. Fly, 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 fly. Oof. Oh, who do we see looking from this cave? Yeah, we see, I think it's a type of bird called a pelican. It's got that big beak that it uses to scoop up fish. You need help. I do need help. So look at the pelican's word bubble. Kind of matches the pelican's color. Piggy's word bubble is pink like her. That's how we know who's saying it. Will you help me? I will. I will help you. Thank you. Oh, they're walking off the page. Gerald says, hello? Hello. You are flying? You are flying today? My friend can fly. She can fly. I'm not flying. You're not flying? I'm getting help. Oh, the pelican is helping Piggy pretend to fly. So sweet. Gerald's like, oh, thank you for your help. Tomorrow, I will fly. Good luck. Why does Piggy say good luck? Why do you think? Yeah, because Gerald's an elephant. Elephants are heavy. How is that poor little pelican gonna lift Gerald? Oh my goodness. Okay, and then the end of the page, the back of the book, is a bunch of Geralds flying. And one sneaky pigeon. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, I love those Mo Willems books. Yes, we learn. Maybe we could do that for story time. Before we do some calendar, I just want to read this quick book about skeletons. It's super fast. Then we'll do some calendar. Here's the skull that protects your brain. There's the spinal cord, right? That's where your there's the spine. That's where your spinal cord goes. And look, you can see all the vertebrates that make up the spine. Here are the ribs. Those protect your heart and your lungs. And then the biggest bone in our body is right here. That's the femur. That's the biggest bone. That's the bone in your thigh. Oh, look, here's a picture of a bat skeleton. Cool. You can really see the arms and fingers that the bat's wing is made out of. Pretty cool. Okay, let's keep going. So this is a fish and then a fish skeleton. All right, let's see here. We've got a snake skeleton. So the snake skeleton, look, it has like a lot of ribs that go down the spine. That's a lot. Yeah. Like more than. Let's see, we're missing some pages. Oh, and then this says, me, my skeleton. There's a human skeleton. Pretty cool. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Aya. Cute stickers. Okay, so we've gone over the schedule. We've read a book. Let's do some calendar. And Aya, sweetie, if you missed the book, you have some one-on-one with me tomorrow. We could read tons of Mo Willems books in our one-on-one tomorrow, and we could draw some Piggy and Geralds and pigeons. Sure, you can just sign up. Sure, have your parents sign up. Okay. And I got more Piggy and Gerald books out of the storage unit, so we can have more options to read new Piggy and Gerald's books. All right, everybody, let's do some calendar. Here is my month. There's my month. Oh my goodness, we've almost completely filled up the month of October. Yes, we only have a couple more days. Oh my goodness. Yesterday was 27. What do you think today is? 25, 26, 27, 20, 28. Yes. And what shape comes after which? Pumpkin goes to which? Pumpkin. So here's my pumpkin 28. What two numbers are in 28? A 2 and an 8. Awesome. Very nice. So here we go. We're going to put that right in there for today. Let's figure out our day of the week. To do that, we point to the date and we go all the way up. The day of the week starts with a W. What sound does a W make? Wah, wah, Wednesday, like wah, wah, wind. So today must be Wednesday. I'm gonna move my arrow from Tuesday, that was yesterday, down to Wednesday. That's today. There we go. We can do the weather while we're here. The season is fall. the weather is cloudy and cold. Okay, so let's look at some fun things we have coming up this week. We've got some super fun things. Here's today. What is something special happening just tomorrow? Yes, we can wear our costumes tomorrow. So if you are at home on Zoom, you can wear your costume tomorrow on Zoom. If you are at school, you can wear your costumes to school tomorrow. Super fun. And then we've got a regular day on Friday, but then on Saturday, two cool things are happening on Saturday. Halloween and a full moon on Saturday. So cool. Two fun things happening on Saturday. Halloween and a full moon. That is going to be a fun day. Okay, now let's go over the pattern Harrison made for us. Here's the pattern. So remember, the hexagon, we're going to say the hexagon is blue. And then the square we're going to say is teal. Okay, that's how we can tell them apart. Okay, here we go. Harrison, how should we do the pattern first? Okay, we're going to do it by letter first. Then we'll do it by color, and then shape, and then number. We'll do it by all of them. All right, you ready? First, we're going to do it by letter. Here we go. Oh, and Ford wants to try it backwards too. Sure, let's try them backwards also. Here we go by letter. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. A. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is going to be hard. Okay, you ready? Okay, so it's going to be A, D, C, B. A, D, C, B. A. Oh my gosh, that was hard. That confused me, Ford. That was too hard. But it was fun. Still fun to try new things. All right, how else do we want to do it? Would you want to do it by color next? Okay, here we go. Teal, pink, orange, blue. Teal, pink, orange, blue. Teal, pink would be next. Awesome. And we'll do it by shape. Here we go.
Let's do it backwards.
Okay, we'll do backwards by color, but then we're done with the backwards tag because I think that might be a little too confusing. But we'll do backwards by color, and then we'll move on. Teal, blue, orange, pink, teal, blue, orange, pink, teal, blue would be next. All right, now by shape. Square, circle, triangle, hexagon. Square, circle, triangle, hexagon. Square, circle would be next. And last one by number. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 would be next. Nice work, everybody, with that pattern. Okay, let's do our day of school. We are really filling up this hundreds chart. Wow. Yesterday was 43, a 4 and a 3. Now we're in that 4 row. So everybody's saying 44. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's start counting from 41 and let's see and make sure you're right. 41, 42, 43, 44. Yes, 44. What two numbers are in 44? A 4 and a 4 make 44. Nice. Okay, there we go. 44. I know. We are really filling up this hundreds chart. We're almost halfway there. Now, with this row, we're working on this row right now. We've filled up 1, 2, 3, 4. How many more do we need to fill up before we fill up the row? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. 6 more. Okay, let's head back over to our schedule and do some checking off. Let's see here. Charles, are you raising your hand?
The number will be blue on the hundred.
Yes, Charles said that tomorrow the number will be blue on the hundreds chart because tomorrow will be 45. And that's the fives row, right? And all the numbers in the fives row and the tens row are blue, except for 100. 100's red. Okay, let's check off morning meeting. Next on our schedule starts with a J, journals. Next is journals. So get out those journals and a pencil. Journals and a pencil. Journal and a pencil. Good, Adeline's getting out her journal. Charles already has his journal out. Vina's getting her journal out. Ford and Harrison are cleaning up and about to get their journal out. So's Wheeler. Good morning, Isley. Hi, sweetie. Good morning. Let's get those journals and a pencil out. And Isley, I know that you might have filled up your journal already. You should be getting a new journal in the mail soon. But until it arrives, you can just use any piece of paper is fine. No big deal. All right, Colin, get your journal out. We're done drawing. Get your journal out. Okay, let's turn to the next blank page. The next blank page. Oh my goodness, we are about to fill up our journals. Okay, here's the next blank page. And with your pencil, you're gonna write the date, October 28, 2020. You're gonna write that right there in pencil at the top of your page. Right there, good job finding the right page, Colin. Then we're gonna write as many W words as we can, but I'm gonna give you a couple minutes to write the date in pencil at the top.
Now you clown. I know you use pencils today. Today I'm going to use this one today. Which one are you going to use? You're going to use the regular pencil. The yellow one.
Well, I'm going to do the yellow one and you can trace it. But you got to use regular
Yes, let
pencil.
me stand ready. Cohen aligned it on the next day. Cool. Because this is we have one property. I can't have no, so I don't get to see.
Yeah. That's what you trace. Trace the date. Yeah, that's really exciting, Elliot. So many good words.
I already
Really
did
hard
it.
on that. Super good
Off.
work. Nice, Ford. That's some really good writing. What did we say, 28?
Is that maybe I thought I did. Yeah. Maybe you can write let the calendar in full.
It is really cool. Let's get a new November calendar. That's awesome.
Page.
Wonderful, wonderful. And let's go right here. There we go. That's the page. Okay. So how are we doing with the date? Are we writing the date? Some of us are already done. Some of us are still working. That's okay. Now, raise your hand if you have a word that starts with W. Here's the W. W makes a wah, wah sound, like wind, wah, wah, wind. So we're going to try to write as many words that we can that start with a wah sound, a W. But here's the deal. While I'm writing them up here, you can be writing them in your journal, right? You can be doing your journal while I'm writing them up here. You don't
I have a word that starts with the letter W.
W, awesome, Isley. Be good, nice and quiet. Raise your hand until I call on you, okay? So y'all can be writing the W words in your journal at the same time as I'm writing them up here, okay? All right, Elliot, what's your W word?
Wind.
Ooh, Elliot says, wah, wah, wind starts with a W. Yes, let's write wah, wind. And I'll draw some wind. It's pretty windy out there today, isn't it? Let's see. Isley, what was your W word?
Wild.
Wild. Yes, like maybe a wild horse. You could
Or
draw,
wild tiger.
yes, or a wild tiger. You could draw any wild animal. Wild.
Since I need to use a piece of paper, this is what I did.
Yes, oh, you even drew the lines, Isley. Such a good idea. I don't know what kind of animal that is. Some kind of wild cat, maybe? Who knows? All right.
Tiger.
Maybe it's a wild tiger. Yes. Adeline, what's your word that starts with W? Water. Yes. Water starts with a W. So you can be writing these words as I'm writing. There's a glass of water. Vina, what's your word that starts with W?
Mine is Wednesday, winter, and weather.
She got 3 of them. Oh my goodness. Wednesday is a capital W because that's the name of a day of the week. Wednesday.
Miss Van Randy, I'm almost finished with my journal, so.
Yes, I know, that's so exciting. There's a journal in the mail. You should get it any day now. So let's see, here's a calendar. Raise your hand, please. And let's see, we'll do weather. Weather starts with a W. That's maybe if it's sunny or cloudy or rainy, what the weather is. And then also, Dina said winter. Winter. That's the season that comes next after fall. Let's see, I could do a snowman. You could draw a snowman for winter because it's pretty cold in the winter time.
What's the first one, Miss Van Randy? The one before wild?
Good question. We have wind, wild, water, Wednesday, weather, and winter. Catherine, did you have your hand raised earlier? What was yours, Catherine? Or did you change your mind? Okay, what's your W word, Catherine?
One.
My internet went out at the office.
She said what?
Oh, yes, that's a great one. What? Like, what are you doing over there? What? Yes, we'll do what? And I could do a question mark because that's asking a question. What? Okay, Wheeler, what's your W word? Wet. Yes, that's a great one. Like when it rains, everything gets wet outside. Nice. Charles, what's your W word?
Yellow and Wanda.
Yeah, those are 2 W words of names in our class. We have Wheeler, Wheeler. I love that W word. And Wheeler is a capital W because that's his name. I know you do. And then you could draw Wheeler. And then Charles also said, Wanda starts with a W, our guinea pig. That's also a capital W because it's her name. Names always start with a capital letter. And then I'll draw cute little Wanda.
A little Wanda. Make up the back hand for Wanda.
Cute little Wanda. All right, Aya, what's your W word? Your word that starts with a W.
Watch.
Yes, very good one. Like I'm wearing a watch, so I know what time it is. Watch. Ford, what's your W word?
By the way, I have to look at
Okay.
the solar system. Walk, that's we're going on a walk.
Okay, Ford says walk, like we are going on a walk outside. All right.
And woman.
Oh, and another one. So this person is walking. And then Ford also says, watermelon starts with a W too. Yes. Watermelon. And I'll draw a piece of watermelon. Those are the seeds in the slice of watermelon. All right, Vina, what's your W word? And then Harrison. And then Isley.
Mine is wonder, and luck.
Okay, so Vina says, wander like like what?
Like I wonder why that's so late.
Yeah? Okay, like I wonder why it has been so cold. I wonder. So that could be a question mark too, like you're wondering about something. And then what was your other one, Vina?
What's the thing where you draw the thing on the person's neck? Like where you draw the head, you draw the eyes, you draw this, and then you draw the person.
Let me go through them all. 1 second, sweetie. Let me go through them all, and then I'm not sure which one you're talking about. We've got wind, wild, water, Wednesday, weather, winter.
I'm talking about
What?
the first one on the second
Wet.
one.
We have Wheeler, Wanda.
What's the thing on Wheeler's neck?
There's nothing on Wheeler's neck. Here's his head, his neck, his arms, and his legs.
Oh yeah, you did his neck for a little line. I was
just did
wondering
his
what
neck.
his neck was.
Yeah, I just did his neck really long. Okay, Vina, what was your other one? Wink. Yes, like I wink at you. Wink is to close one eye. So wink. So here's somebody winking. And then Vina also says won, like I won a trophy. Let's see, I'll draw a little trophy here for one. And then what was your other one? Why? Why? Why is it so cold outside? Why? All right, Harrison, what's your W word? What? Went. Harrison says went. Went. Like we went to recess yesterday. Went. Elliot, what's your W word?
I'm just scratching.
Oh, you're just scratching. All right. Isley, what's your W word?
Whale.
Whale. Yes, whale. I love that one. A whale is an aquatic mammal.
And willow. And willow.
And willow. Willow. Those are great ones. A willow is a type of tree, and it could be somebody's name too. All right, Wheeler, what's your W word?
That's 2 words. Why?
Yes, why? Wonderful, Wheeler. What else? Oh, he says wheels, like wheels on a car, and then you could draw car wheels. Oh, and then Wheeler also says wolf starts with a W too. Very good. There's a wolf. Nice.
That's the one that I did for you guys yesterday.
Yes, you're right. We have so many W words already. Ford, what's yours? Okay, what's yours too? Okay. A warrior. Okay. So Ford says a warrior.
We have 22.
Yes, I'll draw.
Oh, now we have 23.
A person, and he's a
We have
warrior.
20.
Maybe they have like some sort of weapon.
Guess what? We have 23 words.
I love how you counted those. Adeline, raise your hand. I'll call on you. Yes, Wheeler. What's your W word?
No, what about that?
That's just like a sound. We don't. But you can write it in your journal. Yes. What? Very good. I think we have plenty of W words. I noticed that Catherine's been writing words while I've been doing this. Vina's been writing W words while I've been doing this. Isley and I think I've noticed and Adeline have been writing W words while I'm doing this. Harrison, Wheeler, Charles, you could be writing these.
I've been doing that too. I've been writing it too.
Aya has been too. I see Elliot over there working. Ford's working. Colin, have you written any of these W words yet? Okay, you can be writing these while I'm writing them. Isley, do you have another W word, Isley?
Yeah. Will.
Whale.
No, like will.
Oh, will, like we will.
Like, will I do something like
Yeah, sure, we will.
Go and get ice cream.
Yes, will, very good. Y'all, look at how many words Catherine has written. Oh my goodness. Look at that, she's written so many words. Beautiful handwriting. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna go over which word is which, and then Adeline wants to show you her journal too. But let me go over which word is which first. We've got wind, wild, water, Wednesday, weather, winter, what? We have wet, will, Wheeler, Wanda, watch, walk, watermelon, wander, wink, one, why, went, whale, willow, wheel, wolf, and warrior. Whoa, that's so many W words. Please raise your hand. I said watermelon. They all start with a W. Wah sound. All right, I'm going to give you all a couple minutes to write as many W words as you can. Come on up, Adeline. Remember, you can be writing those while I'm writing them up there. And Adeline wants to show you her journal today. She did a lot of writing. Oh my goodness. Water, wind, weather, and Wanda. Fantastic, Adeline. All right, I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes to do your writing. All right, which W? Oh, great W. Which W word from up there do you want to write? Pick one. Do you want to write Wanda? Do you want to write winter? Yeah, you just need to write one. Which one do you want to pick? Warrior. Wolf. Oh, one second. Water? Okay. Watermelon. Okay. These are really good W's. Oh, we gotta get to tracing. What in the world? Yeah, use that one. I'll sharpen these for you though. Okay. How's it going? Are we writing a lot? Vina, did you have another one? Yes, I'll write that one on there too in a second. Did you want to do Wanda?
No, I'm not making a yellow one, but green, so I'm green one. So it can help help where the edges are.
Oh my goodness,
I'm not
handwriting, and you're not good. This is beautiful handwriting. I'll write which up there in a second. We did a great job with the date, but you don't think about what you said.
How nice
Nice writing, Harrison. Keep going.
How big that one?
Oh, I'll help you. I'll be right there. So Vina came up with one more, and then I'm going to call on you, Catherine. She says, I'll be right there. Witch. Witch. You could draw a Halloween witch.
And one.
Very good. And yes, we have one right here and witch.
No, and one.
Oh, I know. The number one does sound like it starts with a W. One. It actually starts with an O. So weird. Quietly raise your hand, Adeline. Catherine, did you have your hand raised? What did you want to say, Catherine?
We only have 3 more pages left in the book.
Wow, only 3 more journal pages left. Oh my goodness. We'll be getting some new journals soon. You've done a lot of writing already. Adeline, what's your W word? Wand. Yes, Adeline says wand starts with a W, like a magic wand. Nice. All right, let's keep on writing.
Yes, I sure will, Elliot. Let's do. Let's get that first. There we go. Right, one up. Okay. Yes, that is awesome. Yes, I will. Elliot. Sharpen your pencil. Where is it? Where's your pencil? Oh, okay. Yes, in one second.
Miss Van Randy. Miss Van Randy.
Yes, Isley. What do you need, sweetie? Yes, Isley? Oh, you want to show us your journal? Okay, I know you had to use your own kind of paper, which is really cool, but show us. Oh, yeah, you wrote wind and Wednesday and watermelon and the date. Awesome writing, Isley, and your new journal should get there any day now.
The thick one is easier than the other one.
Yeah.
And the old fashioned number 4 is easier.
Miss Van Randy.
Yes, I'll be right there.
Oh. Come here, Roby. Come here. I'll hold her.
Here, are you watching it? Don't worry. We've got wind and wand. Nice writing.
Miss Van Randy.
Quietly raise your hand. And let me see yours here. We got wild and will. Awesome. All right, did you trace Wanda? I did. Let me see.
Miss Van Randy. Miss Van Randy. Miss Van Randy. Miss Van
I'll
Randy.
be right there. Yesterday you played with Wanda. You played that game with her. Ooh, and you did trace Wanda. I love it. Look at that good tracing.
All right. Yes, Isley. What do you need, sweetie?
When
raise
is
your
our
hand.
hour break?
Yes, it's going to be a break soon. We just have math and then a break. All right, Vina's raising her hand. Yes, Vina. Oh, Vina wants to show you her journal at home, and then we'll start some math, and then it'll be break time.
Mommy.
All right, Vina. Let's see here. Here's Vina's journal. Very nice. Lots of amazing writing those W words. We've got watermelon, Y, Wanda, wind, weather, wet, and wand. Awesome. And Ford, was your hand up? What do you want to say? Oh, Ford's going to write one more, and then he wants to show you his journal. And then I think everybody's written enough. I think we're all done and ready for math as soon as Ford is ready. Y'all did a nice job. Colin, you can put your journal away. Wheeler, Charles, Harrison, y'all can put your journals away. And here comes Ford to show us his. And then we can make sure all the journals are away. Good, Isley's ready with math. All right, Ford's journal says, ooh, lots of good W words. We have wind, we have went, wild, water, what, and weather. Very good. Oh, and there's Wanda. I love it, Elliot. There you go. Okay, everybody, I am just very impressed with all of the writing.
at mine.
you did. Oh, Aya, let me make yours a little bigger so I can see. Nice work, Aya. You did wind, and you, oh, was it walk and weather, and was that whale, and what was that last one? Water. Very good. Oh my gosh, so much good writing, Aya. I love it. Oh, Wheeler says it was beautiful. That's so nice, Wheeler. Okay, let's do some checking off on our schedule here. We're gonna check off journals. I am just cannot get over how much writing y'all did. That was amazing. Next on our schedule starts with an M. Math. All right. Yes, let's get out those math books and a pencil. We're going to be in our dark orange math books today. Charles and Ford have their math books out. Wheeler has his math book out. Harrison's got his math book out. Adeline's getting hers. Vina's getting hers. Catherine and Isley have their math books out. Nice. Adeline's got hers. Colin, get your math book out. Thank you, Colin. I'll help y'all find the right page in just a minute. Okay, good job, Colin. We are going to try to find page 70. Page 70 looks like this. It's a 7 and a 0. We don't have time to do all of them. Page 70, but we do the important ones. 7 and a 0, and it looks like this, and you're going to need your pencil. And I'm going to help everybody in the classroom find page 70, and I'll be right back, kids at home. You did? Okay, Colin, I'll help you find the right page. Okay, we are all on the right page, so I'm going to turn on my document camera so you all can see really well.
I'm on the right page.
Oh, okay. You can take your time, find it. You can catch up whenever you're ready. Okay, so here is page 70, and let's read these directions here. Let's see what they want us to do on page 70. It says, count and write how many. Count and write how many. Well, let's see first. I want to make sure we can see really well. Oh, first it says, how many trees are there? Let's count the trees.
9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Elliot, how many trees are there?
3.
Yeah, there's 3 trees. 1, 2, 3. They're just talking about these pine trees. Yeah, just these that look like this with the spikes. They kind of look like Christmas trees. 1, 2, 3. So let's write a number 3. We're practicing our writing. Write a number 3 in there. Very good. And you can look up here to make sure you don't accidentally do a backwards number 3. Colin, did you write a number 3 for how many trees there are? Now, what do they want us to count here? Flowers. But what color flowers? Yes, the yellow ones. Only the yellow ones. And yes, Isley, there's 2 yellow flowers. 2 yellow flowers. Oh, Elliot, Colin's trying to focus on his math. He's doing a great job on his math. So we're going to write a number 2. Make sure you don't do a backwards number 2. You can look up here to see how to do one.
Did good number 2.
Very
and
good.
I'm doing the red flowers.
Now, let's see. How many of these kind of trees should we write? How many of these are there? The kind of lighter colored green with the poofy. Let's see. Harrison says 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's write a number 5. Remember, for number 5, we start at the top, go back, down, and around.
Did you steal it? I didn't steal anything. That's mine. Now, I'll do the birds now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7,
All right,
9.
let's
There's
count.
9 birds.
Oh, okay, we'll do those in just a minute. Let's count these red flowers. How many red flowers are there? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
5, 6, 7. Oh, there's 7 red flowers. Let's write a number 7. There we go. So you can look up here to make sure that you're not writing any backwards numbers on accident. Okay, let's keep on going. Ooh, there's a lot of birds. Let's count how many bluebirds there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bluebirds. So many. Make sure you don't do a backwards number 9. Looks wonderful.
Don't do it up. Make sure you don't do it upside down one, or it will turn into a number 6.
Yes.
Or an 8. Or a letter down. But don't do a pointy one, even if it's a number. You can do a pointy one. Or a number 9. And say, can we do the we did the other 5.
All right. Well, we're not doing that side yet. We're going to count them right now. We're not doing this one yet.
Yeah, I can find it.
Okay, but first, Colin, how many?
It's Mandarin. Mr. Van Drandy.
All right, we're going to do one more page and then we're ready for our break. Yes, Isley?
I want to show you my map.
Okay, show me yours. Let's see. Let's see those numbers. Wonderful writing, Isley. Very good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, thank you. Let's keep going to the next page, page 71. Page 71 looks like this, and the directions are the same. It says count and write how many. Looks like we're counting fruit now. These are maybe kiwis. Let's count the kiwis.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, 6. Yes, 6 kiwis. So or maybe coconuts. Sure. Let's count those. So let's write a number 6 for either the kiwis or the coconuts. Nice job, Charles. Check and see if it's a backwards 6. Check and see. And then, what about the strawberries here? How many strawberries are there? Yes, there's 3. Check and make sure you're not doing any backwards numbers. Good. Did you write a number 6, Colin? Wonderful. And Colin, the strawberries. How many strawberries are there?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Good. Did you write a number 3? Good. Oh, and then there's 5 oranges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, for 5, we start at the top, go back, down, and around.
Did your babysitter sweep yesterday? Did you help?
Okay, and let's see. Maybe these are grapes or olives or plum. I guess they're probably plums, maybe. Let's count the plums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 10. A good job fixing your number, Colin. So there's 10. That's a 1 and a 0 makes 10. A 1 and a 0.
Miss Van Drandy. Miss Van Drandy. Look, Miss Van Drandy.
Isley. What do you need, sweetie? Oh, you're showing me your work. Awesome, Isley. I want you to look at this number 5 and then look at your number 5. Do you see anything different? Nice work, Catherine. Very good. Do you see anything different?
Mine is the wrong way.
I love how you figured that out by yourself. That was so good. Okay, let's fix that number 5 and then you're all done.
Oh, you gotta get your jackets on. Water bottle snacks. Make sure your dress is clean.
Did you get it, Isley? You got
Yes.
it? Good job. All right, everybody. Y'all did some really good writing today. We wrote so many W words and we wrote a lot of numbers in math too. That was a lot of writing. Good work. Let's do some checking off on our schedule and see what's next here. Let's see here. We're going to check off math. Yes, Isley.
Break with a B.
What's that, sweetie?
A break with a B.
Yes, a break. Break with a B. You're right, Isley. Okay, so kids at school, we've got snack and recess. Kids at home, you have a break. Now, when we get back from our break, we're going to be in library with Miss Eccles. But we can sit down, raise your hand, and I'll help you. We can stay in this Zoom, though, okay? Because Miss Eccles is going to
Library with an L.
Yes, library with an L. You're right, Aya. All right, bye.
I love you. Bye. 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 Bye.
I know. Okay, let's do some quick checking off and see what's next on our schedule. Let's check off snack and recess. Yes. Check off snack and recess. Next on the schedule starts with an L. Library. Awesome. Okay, let me get this ready for me. Oh, here we go. I was like, I know I had them.
Are we doing a library working?
So I did one on Tuesday or Monday, but we're not doing one today because we're making time to do something else that's really fun. Okay?
Are we doing books? Are we
Yes.
doing crafts?
So friends, our friends, hi, friends at home, our friends who are here are asking a bunch of questions, and I think you might have these questions too. So I'm going to make sure when I tell them, I'm telling you too. So hi again, so good to see you all. Our friends today are saying, are we doing a mystery word? Are we doing a craft? And the answer to the first question, mystery word, is no, that's not on my plan for today. Yes, we are going to do a story. We are going to do part 2 of Jasper Rabbit's Adventures, which is not called Creepy Carrots, but it's called Creepy Pair of Underwear. That's our book for today. All right, if you've already read it, you may not have remembered everything about it. Part 2, I remembered when we made the cats with our fold and cut craft that you all were asking me, where's the body? We didn't make the body of the cat, which we didn't. So today we're going to do something a little bit harder, and look at this right here. We are going to make, don't shout out, raise your hand if you think you know. Who are we going to make today? Vina? That's right. We are going to make Jasper Rabbit from our book. Okay, so that's our craft. Now, here's the real reason why we're not doing the mystery word. After we do those 2 things, if we have any time left, I want to show you all something called a book trailer. If you were in library last year, you might remember what book trailers are. Can anybody raise their hand and tell me what they think they are?
I remember what they were called, but
Okay, so book trailers are short little movies that tell us about books. If we've got time after Jasper Rabbit, we're going to see if we can watch 1 or 2 of those to teach us about books that you could buy in our book fair. So again, we used to set up in our school a bookstore that you all could visit and buy books from. This year, instead of doing it in person, we're doing it through the computer so that everybody stays safe. But there are still books that you could choose from, and I want you to know a little bit about those books. So we're going to learn about them with book trailers. We might do some today, and we'll do more next week.
I know something for the, I know for a Fergalon first, or the Fergalon first, they are not in person, they're on phones that you visit.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes it does feel like we live in Zoom. All right, friends. So let's go ahead and get ready to read Creepy Pair of Underwear. But before we read the story, I want to make sure we know something about it. So, is this?
What's it called again?
It's called Creepy Pair of Underwear.
Oh!
I gotta read the story. Hey, Ford, can you go use some hand sanitizer since you're touching your nose?
I have to sit over there.
Thanks, friend. So, is this story going to be true? Is this going to show us real things that can happen with underwear? A lot of friends here are saying, no, it's not. That means it must be what? Fiction. So let's do our fiction cheer. Now, I'll have a question. You can say yes or no. Do we want to do it in a silly way or serious way? Okay. A serious? Okay. So if you want to do it silly, there's going to be a part of this book that you're going to say with me because the story is more fun that way. If you want to practice for the part of the story, you can do the fiction cheer using like a silly Dracula voice. So your silly Dracula voice sounds like this. Can you say hello in a silly Dracula voice? Hello. Hello. All right. So let's practice our Dracula silly voice by doing our fiction cheer. So you're going to go fiction, fiction. And then we'll do the rest of it. On the count of 3. Hold up, number 1.
2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Fiction, fiction. What you do? Tell us stories that are not true. And then you end it with your mwah, ha, 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 ha. Bravo, bravo, friends in the classroom. Bravo, friends at home. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make sure that we're quiet. I'll tell you which part you can use your Dracula voice in the story as we're reading it. Now to see the pictures better, I'm gonna get my electrician Charles in the classroom. Would you please turn the lights off? Thank you very much, Charles. Right, so creepy pair of underwear. Our made-up story was written by Aaron Reynolds. Our illustrator's name is Peter Brown. So the same team that brought us Creepy Cares. And these letters say creepy pair of underwear. Jasper Rabbit needed new underwear. So on Thursday, his mom took him to the underwear store and they grabbed 3 packages of plain white. All right. But as they headed for the checkout, look at Jasper. He's like, oh, he spotted something. Creepy underwear. So creepy, so comfy. And they were glorious. Glorious is a big word for amazing, super cool. Jasper really wanted them. Mom, can we get these? Jasper begged. Said his mom. We can see from her face. Do you think she's saying yes? You can nod your head, or do you think she's saying no? Yeah. She says, I think they're a little creepy. And Jasper said, they're not creepy, they're cool. I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. So his mom agreed to buy 1 pair. 1 pair. That night, Jasper wore his cool new underwear to bed. Do you want me to leave the hallway light on? Asked Dad. Dad, said Jasper, I'm not a little bunny anymore. I'm a big rabbit now. So his dad shut the door, and that's when Jasper noticed the underwear glowed. Now listen carefully. This is the part that you all can help me out with if you want with your Dracula voices. So I'll count to 3. I'll say 1, 2, 3, and then together we will say a ghoulish greenish glow. Ghoulish just means kind of like creepy, okay? So it's ghoulish greenish glow. Let's try it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. A ghoulish greenish glow. Amazing. I loved hearing from friends at home too. All right, so he closed his eyes, he pulled up his covers, and he buried his face in his pillow. But it didn't help. He could still see that. 1, 2, are you ready? 3. Ghoulish greenish glow. Amazing. Well done. So Jasper leaped out of bed and he put on a pair of plain white. He stuffed the creepy underwear into the bottom of his laundry hamper. And he finally, look at his little face, he fell asleep. But the next day, when he got up, he was wearing the creepy underwear. And it's funny, we can see 2 expressions, 2 faces here. Jasper looks like But look at the underwear. If you could describe how the underwear feels, raise your hand.
It used to just look mad, but now it's silly.
Yeah, so Aya says silly. Isley, what do you think? And then I'll come to you, Vina.
I think silly too.
Yeah, so Isley and Aya are telling the underwear looks silly. Vina, what are you thinking? Yeah. Yeah, so Vina shared that she believes that the underwear is happy because the underwear thinks that Jasper likes the underwear, and that makes the underwear happy. And the underwear might not know how Jasper really feels. All right, let's keep going.
Smiling.
So Jasper threw them into the garbage can. He was a big rabbit. He wasn't scared or anything. After school, Jasper was doing his homework when he heard it. A scraping, scratchy sound coming from his dresser, and he opened the door, and they were back, staring at him with that, on the count of 3 if you want to. 1, 2, 3. The ghoulish greenish glow. Thanks, friends. So he snatched the underwear out of the drawer. That means he pulled it out. He grabbed a big envelope. He put on a whole bunch of stamps and he wrote the address. It says to China. Then he said, bye-bye, scary underwear. And he dropped the letter into the mailbox. But when he opened the front door the next morning, there they were. And did they bring back chopsticks?
Yeah.
His creepy underwear had somehow returned from China and had brought him some souvenir presents. Looks like he's got what kind of bear? Please don't shout out. Raise your hand if you know. Raise your hand. Yes, Wheeler. A panda bear. Also this thing. What's this? Charles? A fan. But this is how Jasper feels about all of this. Yes, Vina? Yeah. Vina just shared that that the underwear brought this presents for Jasper because he wants Jasper to like him, but Jasper still doesn't get it. Yes, Wheeler?
I know what thing that is.
Yes.
It's a Japanese thing.
Oh. So Wheeler thinks this is a Japanese fan. So maybe the underwear went to China and Japan to get presents for Jasper.
Because I have one.
Oh, he says, Wheeler says he has one at home. So Jasper's got a new plan here. He grabbed his mom's good sewing scissors, even though he knew that she didn't like them like him using them. Is Jasper making a good choice? Mm-mm. But he figured he'd better do it anyways because it was an underwear emergency. This time, the creepy underwear was gone for good. And we can see that the underwear is flying all around him, kind of like confetti, right? At bedtime, he slowly opened his underwear drawer. There was nothing there, just some plain white undies. He searched under his bed. He shook out the lampshades. And phew, there was no sign of creepy underwear. He went to the bathroom to comb his ears. He was feeling pretty slick, right? But they were back. And there he is. What's the matter with you? His mom asked. You seem so jittery lately. Jittery means kind of like jumpy or nervous. Nothing, he yelped, because a grown rabbit could admit that he was afraid of his own underwear, right? So he sees the underwear. and he snagged a shovel from the garage. And tonight he rode. Does anybody see a cool connection here? Please don't shut up. Raise your hand. Adeline?
The horse, but he's putting the underwheel where the tail is.
Yes. So Adeline and Elliot, did you have another part of that too?
I saw you, and I saw you read that whole thing when you were with the big kids.
Yeah.
Coming back from recess.
Yes. Yes. The big kids, we read this book too, the first graders and I. Yes. And I saw you. Yeah, you were in the hallway. So this part is from Creepy Carrots, right? This is Krakenhopper Field. But this time Jasper is pedaling on his bike all the way up to the very top of Krakenhopper Hill. And he didn't stop till he got there. Then Jasper got his shovel and he started to, what do we call this action? Dig, that's right. He dug until his hole was dark and deep and 100% underwear proof. And I'll come close so you can see his face. A little. There you go. He's like, yeah. He dropped the underwear in and they gleamed from the bottom with that. On the count of 3 if you want to. 1, 2, 3. The ghoulish greenish glow. Mwahaha. But not for long, because he filled that hole back up with dirt. When he got home, Jasper crept up to his dresser. It couldn't be in there. There was no way, right? So he reached for the handle. And was his creepy underwear in there? No. So he smiled. And look at that. That's like a sassy smile, isn't it? He's like, And it turned out the light. So there's nothing on this page. It's just Jasper's dark bedroom.
Oh.
And then there's this. There was really one problem. It was pretty dark in his bedroom. Even for a big, brave rabbit. Jasper turned on the light and he looked at his non-glowy pair of plain white underwear and he knew what he had to do. The creepy underwear were still a little bit muddy, but this time they filled his room. And this time we are not going to say it in our scary Dracula voices. We have to say it in our sweetest, softest voice. They filled his bedroom with 1, 2, 3, a ghoulish, greenish glow. The next day, Jasper gathered up all of his allowance money and he went to the underwear store all by himself like a big rabbit. And look at that, he's got 6 whole bags. That night, Jasper wasn't scared at all when it came time to turn out his light. As he went to sleep, he smiled, and so did his underwear, because they had finally found somebody who wasn't afraid of creepy underwear. So now this underwear is not creepy, it's happy.
It's all over the bedroom.
It is, and that's the end. Yes, Vina, I see your hand is up.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yes. That's right. So Vina was just sharing that the underwear realized that to be friends with Jasper, they needed to stop trying to be scary. And then once they did that, they were able to be friends and have a huge party. All right, friends, I am sharing my screen. Adeline, did you have a thought? Also, Charles, can you turn the lights on, please? Oh, you have? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
So, if you are at home and you would like to follow along and make a Jasper Rabbit with us, this is what we are doing. I believe I sent a link to this to families in Jupiter. We are all getting our Jasper Rabbit page, and we're gonna turn this page that I'm holding up to the screen into a rabbit who looks like this. All right, so I'm gonna go hand this paper out to my friends in the classroom, and I'll show you all. Remember, step one,
Just for
take
rabbit.
the middle and fold it in half.
What does it look like?
Fold it in
It
half.
has him on it, and the mom did not print it out.
That's okay. Can we use a blank piece of paper and just
All
draw
the
on it?
friends in the classroom should be getting their scissors out.
It's not a big deal.
Yes, you do. On the line. Alright, so Elliot, see the line in the middle right there? We're folding back
Circles.
like this, okay? Like this, Evelyn. So
Circles.
in the middle. I'm gonna hold it so
Circles.
you can see Jasper Rabbit.
Circles.
Right down.
Circles.
Here you go, Colin. So remember, we're folding Jasper Rabbit in the middle. Now press down.
Maybe helping another student right now.
All right, yes, friends at home.
I don't really have that page, so.
If you want, you can draw a Jasper Rabbit. You'll see a rabbit on each page.
But I do not.
All right, you can put it in the recycling.
I don't have any construction.
Yes, keep it folded. So once Jasper Rabbit is folded, so Elliot, press down on your folds. You fold it like this down the middle. So folding our Jasper Rabbit on the middle so we can still see him though. So take your paper,
So we always do.
right? Then we keep Jasper Rabbit folded and we find the side where we can see the lines on the paper like I'm showing on the screen.
Don't see any lines on paper. Do you remember that? I don't.
And then the next step is to get our scissors and cut out on the lines, making sure that we keep Jasper folded the whole time that you are cutting.
You need to take a little break.
No, but. Just for rabbit.
It's okay. You can still
It's
follow
okay.
the instructions.
So I can show you how to draw Jasper Rabbit. If you come back.
We are gonna need instructions.
Yes, because I'm going to show the friends here how to draw too.
Ta-da!
All right, so once Jasper Rabbit is cut out, you'll notice one side of your Jasper Rabbit has a line down the middle, right?
Look at mine.
Flip Jasper Rabbit over so you see the side that doesn't have the line down the middle. So Elliot, look, you're ready to cut. You only need one pair of scissors. All right, and we keep it folded when we're cutting. Oh, Colin, we keep Jasper folded when we cut. There you go, you're okay. So start cutting down this way.
But can we for the
So cut down this way. So here we go.
I can't tell.
Like that. All right, so we cut Jasper while Jasper is folded. You got such a great start, Elliot. So cutting right here.
I cut that off. That's why I have more.
Okay, but see right here, see the line? Take your scissors and cut that. Okay, then you can take your Jasper out or take your paper to the recycling bin. Okay, there we go. Now follow the line up. That's it. All the way up to the top. You got it. You got it. Yes. Amazing. There we go. Yes, you have it.
Mine is like an Easter bunny. Me too.
Okay, there we go.
I don't like no bunny.
All right, now get this little part up here to go to his arm. And you know what we can do actually? I'm gonna take this part off because it makes it harder to cut when you've got a lot of extra paper all around. There you go. Cut up that way. Amazing.
Circles.
Amazing.
Circles.
Hello.
Could you show us how to draw a Jasper Rabbit?
Yes. All right. So
Gonna need Sydney's help.
I'm gonna go to a different screen. And I'm gonna draw Jasper Rabbit so you can follow along at home. And then also for my friends here, you can get some ideas about how to do Jasper Rabbit's
Could
face.
you use a pen? Use a pen. Use a pen. Where's the pen? Where's the pen? Where's the pen?
What if I mess up?
Okay.
Me too,
So
erase
to
it.
start with the Jasper Rabbit,
Okay.
if you are drawing him,
Wait.
you start with the ears, like so. Oh, that's okay. This is for friends at home
you're
who don't have the
looking?
paper you have.
Did you even know it before you even watched
Then we do the side of his head. For my friends who are here, go ahead and recycle your paper scraps. Great. Then you make his arms.
That's a Jasper Rabbit. We didn't even do the
And
arms.
down for his legs.
Okay, now I'm gonna copy her, okay?
There we go. All right, so my friends who are here, your Jasper Rabbits need faces, right?
Can I cut this out for you?
So start with eyes. How many eyes do you put for Jasper Rabbit? Oh, that's amazing. So you draw 2 circles for your eyes. Then for Jasper Rabbit's nose, it's a little different this time. See, it's kind of like a triangle, but it's like a V for his nose.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay, Mama's done. And you can have this one, okay?
You're good, Aya. Do you see it on the screen?
Yes, I do, and I can't even do a thing.
So
Do what?
start, Aya, it's easiest to
Can't even
start
do
just with the
thing that
ears.
she's doing.
Okay, she's going pretty fast. That's why I'm helping you.
There you go. That's step 1.
Here, for you.
And step
Does that really
2,
look like hers?
Well done.
add those ears in.
Wait, she did stuff too. I have no idea why she added the 2 there.
There you go. If you want him to be scared,
Don't
you
use that side.
can
Use this side.
do his mouth
It looks like a little rabbit. Can you draw a little
like
face on
this.
it? Here, you can show this side.
Mm.
The clean
That's how
side.
you can make it scared. And then make his eyebrows way up like this.
You need any more help?
I have to draw a face.
Then you got to put his t-shirt
You
on
don't need any more help?
and his pants.
No,
And
I
then
have
you
to
can
put
choose
a
if you want to
t-shirt.
give him a gray t-shirt, a white t-shirt, whatever you want. So for a happy Jasper Rabbit, I'm going to erase this face. We do his mouth with a smile. Oops, I still have my gray. I'll send you, you can take one home to go. Here you go. Then
Oh no, the ears are one. The ears are one. The ears are one. The ears are one.
for surprised eyebrows, do them like this kind of. The shirt, so watch the screen, Adeline, where Jasper's neck is. Draw the top of his shirt, find Jasper's arms, draw the sleeves of the t-shirt. Then where the t-shirt finishes down near his tummy, then you can color it.
Can you take off your headphones? You can take off those headphones?
So happy eyebrows. Let me get my eraser again. And then friends, I am using up Miss Vanderney's time here, so we gotta wrap up Jasper.
I mean, I can't draw a thing that she's doing.
So like this.
You're just trying to draw.
Yeah, this is the rabbit. We did the cat last week and they wanted to try one with a body, so we're doing Jasper with a body. Also, I'm
What happened to Mario?
I don't stop me this year.
I drew it just for you. You could also use
Oh, cat with the body? I can give you, here, this is not a cutout cat, this is how to draw a cat with the body. Okay,
You have to give
so
yourself
let's see, I'm
right?
gonna come around and check.
Getting your clothes on to make it look attractive.
Yes, he's got his t-shirt on, not teeth.
No, then just say me.
So drawing is really hard. It takes lots of practice.
And then he's okay, so maybe.
There we go.
This one the draw was.
All right, can you give some sleeves on a t-shirt?
You just have to use these two.
Well done.
You want to take a little break? Yes, yeah.
I like the way you put his mouth.
You want to go get a snack?
You know what you can do?
Let's go get a
If
snack.
you wanna add teeth, you can just draw a line in the middle right here with your blue and then color everywhere else around. And that'll give him teeth like in mine. If you want.
Oh, thank you.
Like they have to.
Thank you for remembering for me. There we go. Put your names on the back of your Jasper Rabbit. All right, friends who are at home, thank you for drawing with me, and thank you for being here for Creepy Pair of Underwear. I'll be back next week.
Wait, I want to show you my Jasper.
I would love to see your Jasper. Wow, I love the eyes and the nose and the ears and the color that you added to Jasper's clothes.
Nice job. He loved it.
Oh, I need you in your chairs, friend. Yes, you may. Elliot, please ask me from your chair. What's that? Oh, am I going to read another one? There are only 2 Jasper Rabbits, so that's why we had to make him today, because we got to say goodbye to Jasper Rabbit. We read all of his stories. Or we'll have to write our own Jasper Rabbit story.
Mine has a tongue sticking out.
Yours has his tongue. Oh, look at that. Thanks for sharing, Birdie. All right, bye, friends.
Bye, Mrs. Echo.
Goodbye.
Your stories are the
They
best.
love library so much. So sweet.
All right, everybody.
All right, we're gonna switch gears. Okay.
Welcome back. Let me make.
One
There we
more
go.
minute, or finish that star, and then we're
Yes,
gonna do
it's Frank and
red.
Wanda. So funny. All right, everybody, let's do some checking off on our schedule. I'm glad y'all enjoyed library today. It sounded like a fun one. Okay, we're gonna check off library. Yes, let's see what's next on our schedule here. We have a quick foundations and a quick science because it's almost time for Miss Kornblitz's time. So we have quick foundations and quick science today. We did not have time yesterday when we were doing W. Remember, we did W yesterday in foundations, and y'all did such good W writing, and we did silly W's, and it was really fun. We didn't have time to do our W worksheet yesterday. We ran out of time, so we're gonna do that today. So kids at home, if you have this printed out, great. If not, don't worry about it, because you can do it with me on the computer, okay? You can help me do mine, because we're gonna do them together, okay? So if you don't have this at home, no big deal. Don't worry about it. You can just listen and follow along and help me do mine. Okay? I'm going to pass this out to the kids in the classroom.
And maybe you'll be a class helper next week.
Good one, everybody. Okay, so everybody's getting theirs out. Make sure you get a pencil out. I'm going to use my document camera so you can see better. So make sure you get a pencil out.
What about me?
Everybody will get one eventually, don't worry.
I
Yeah, be patient, be patient. Everybody has one? Okay. Wheeler, did you get one? Let's see, does anybody have two? Does anybody accidentally have two?
I had two. Oh, there we go. Ford accidentally has two. So Wheeler, you can have one of Ford's.
Okay, everybody at home, are we ready? So remember, we're doing W. W makes a wah, wah, wah.
Started foundations.
Great.
My friend Randy.
I'll be right there, Wheeler. Yes, Isley, wonderful, you have it. And Aya, welcome back, Aya. Aya, if you can find this W page, great.
Mom didn't print off anything.
That's okay. You can help me do mine right here. Okay, no problem. All right, everybody, here we go. Wheeler, you can follow along up here, okay? All right, remember, W makes a wah, wah sound like wah, wah, wind. Okay, let's see. What would watermelon start with? Yes, wah, wah. A W or an R? Rrr, that's a W, so we're gonna circle the W.
Raise your hand if you have a question. Yes, Adeline.
It would be a watermelon. Okay, let's keep going. This is a picture of a walrus. Walrus. Does walrus start with a W or a B? A W. Walrus. Colin, did you circle the W for watermelon and walrus? Go ahead and get your pencil out. What about wolf?
Yes.
Does wolf start with a B or a W? Which one does wolf start with? What do you think? Yep, that's a W. Circle that W for the wolf. Good job, Colin. Nice work. And what about Okay, this last one, this is a picture of a vest. Vest. No, that's a V, right? Like van. Vest starts with a V.
Wait, do you know what vest would be if it started with a W?
What would it be, Aya?
It would be west.
Yes, you're right, it would be west. So let's go ahead. It does not start with a W. Vest starts with a V, not a W. Good job, Colin. Good. Now, I want you to practice just one lowercase w in the lines at the bottom. Make sure it doesn't go above the plane line. Make sure it doesn't go below the grass line. Then I want you to practice one uppercase W at the bottom. Make sure it doesn't go above the skyline. Make sure it doesn't go below the grass line. Nice work, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and turn the page to the next page. The next page looks like this. Looks like this, and there's a lot of pictures. And we need to write a W under the things that start with a W. Remember, W makes a wah, wah sound like wind. All right, Colin, here we go. This first one is a picture of a wagon. Wah, wah, wagon. Wah, wah. Yep, that starts with a W. I'm going to write a W under wagon. What about wave? That's a picture of a wave in the ocean. Wah, wah, wave. Yep, that's another W. Wah, wah, wave. Best handwriting, Colin. Remember to hold your pencil like this. Good. Try to write in the lines. Perfect, Colin. Great. This is a picture of a watch. Wah, 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 watch. What do you think? Wah, wah, watch. Yep, that's a W. There we go. Write a W under watch. This is a picture of a banana. banana. No, that's not a W. That's a B. If banana started with a W, it would be a wanana. What in the world is a wanana? That is so silly. So no, banana does not start with a W. We are not gonna write a W under banana. This is a picture, I know it's kind of hard to see, but there's some money in this little thing, and this is called a wallet. Maybe your parents have a wallet that they keep their money or their credit cards in. Let's think about the word wallet. Wallet. Yep, that's a W sound at the beginning of wallet. Write a W under wallet. This is a type of bone. You can find them in turkeys sometimes, and it's called a wishbone. Wishbone. Yeah, that's a W at the beginning of wishbone. Wishbone. Sometimes when you get a wishbone, when you find a wishbone, maybe in a turkey, you could each pull one of the sides of the wishbone, and it's like an old,
Before, and I got the bigger piece, so
yeah, and then whoever has the bigger piece kind of like is supposed to have their wish come true. It's just for fun. This is a picture of a dog. Dog. No, that's not a W. Wheeler, scissors away. That's not a W. That's a D. Dog. If it were a W,
it would be a wog if it started with
be a wog. Oh my goodness, crazy. You're right, Aya. It would be a wog. This is a picture of a window. 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 Yep, that's a W. Let's write W under window. Good job, Colin. Now, Colin, you crossed out the W under dog. Nice. Okay. Now, let's look at the bottom here. Let's look at these bottom ones. This is a bird, but look, that arrow is pointing to the bird's wing. Wing. Yes, wing starts with a W. Write a W at the beginning of the wing, the word wing, at the beginning, not at the end. Make sure your W is at the beginning of the word.
Why not in the middle?
Well, because they already have the middle for you. The middle is an I and an N. The end is a G. I know the bottom of the G might have gotten cut off there, but okay. And then this middle one, this is a picture of a wig. A wig. Wig. Yes. Write a W at the beginning of wig. Cool, Colin. Now, what's the first letter in wig? Yeah, W. What's the last letter in wig, the ending letter? A G. What's the middle letter in wig? An I. Very good. So make sure your W is at the beginning. Wig. And then the last one, a spider's web. Web. Yep, that's a W at the beginning of web. Make sure you write a W at the beginning of web. Nice writing, Colin. You did a great job keeping up with us. That was great. All right, nice W's, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and check the work of everybody in class, and then we will get started with science. So, kids at home, hang tight for 1 second. I'm going to check the work of everybody in class, and then we'll start science. Oh my gosh, I love it, Aya. And are you showing me yours, Isley? Very nice, Isley. All right.
Big mad. Mad guy. Her daughter. My daughters. Sorry for this. You got it. Right, you do it, buddy. There you go, my darling. Thank you, Daddy. Oh, she grows up so fast. I don't know how heavy those papers are for her, but I know that she's doing a good job carrying my special papers.
What we been doing with you?
Beautiful W, Tina. You can put that in your bed folder and take it out. Why you didn't do that? Very good. Now you backpack in your bed folder to take home. And when you're done, you can too, Harrison.
Okay, everybody, nice W practice today.
Okay.
Let's do, yes, I'll help you in just one
Okay.
second, Elliot. Let's do some checking off on our schedule here. Let's see. We're gonna check off foundations. There we go. Next on our schedule starts with an S. What do you think? Science. Next on our schedule is science. We're gonna read a book about skeletons today. We've only got just a little bit of time before Miss Cornbluth is gonna visit us. So we're gonna read a book about skeletons. Elliot, come up here and I'll help you.
What's your name?
This is called Your Skeleton.
Elliot, if you want, you can pick your jacket off.
If you're warm, maybe you want to keep it on. It's up to you. All right, your skeleton. There's the skull, there's the spine, your backbone, there's your ribs. Your body has a skeleton. Your skeleton has parts: skull, shoulder, rib cage, elbow, spine, finger bones. Those finger bones are called your phalanges, kind of a funny name for those. Your knee, this is your femur. That's the biggest bone in your human body. Your skull has bones. So there's your jaw of your skull. Your spine has bones. Your spine is made of a lot of bones that are called your vertebrae. Your arm has bones. There's your arm bones. Your hand has bones. Those are your phalanges, your finger bones. Your leg has bones. This biggest bone in your body is called your femur. Your foot has bones. What joints do you have? Your shoulder has a joint, so that's how you can move your shoulder right there. Yep. Your elbow has a joint. That's how you can move your elbow. Your wrist has a joint. There's what your joint looks like in your wrist. That's how you can move your wrist bones. And your hip has a joint. Look at this skeleton. That's so cool. The skeleton is bending over and touching their toes. That's how you can move your hips with this joint right here. Your knee has a joint. There's your knee. That's how you can move your knees. And your ankle has a joint. That's how you can move your ankles. Your skeleton has many different parts. And then there's a picture of a human skeleton. All right, we've got time to read maybe a bit of another book, just a little bit. This one's called Bones. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, you can. You can feel, Vina was just saying she can feel her rib bones. Yeah, you could feel your bones. You could feel your ribs right here, some of your ribs for sure. You could even reach around here and feel your spine. You could feel your backbone, your spine. You can feel a lot of your bones, right? Yeah, you could feel your arm bone. You could feel your finger bones. Yeah. All right, this was bones. Bones are living parts of the body, made up of bone tissue, blood vessels, and nerves. They are hard on the outside for strength, but soft and spongy inside, so they're not too heavy. This is skull. Your skull is a jigsaw puzzle of more than 20 different bones. Fine, wiggly lines show where the bones are joined together. Some of these skull bones form a hard case to protect your brain. And I want to show you. See those little lines right there that show where the different parts of the skull connect, where the different bones connect? I have an example I can show you on this deer skull. Here's our deer skull. Look, you can see those little squiggly lines. That's where the deer skull, the bones connect to make the skull. Pretty cool. Okay, let's keep on reading. Let's see, then we've got jaw and teeth. Jaws and teeth. The jaw is the lower part of your skull. The upper and lower jaw bones hold your teeth in place and allow you to eat. Your lower jaw moves up and down and from side to side so you can chew your food. It's connected to your upper jaw by a joint on both sides. Your backbone. Their spine is a long chain of bones that runs down the middle of your back. It's made up of 33 separate bones called vertebrae. Your backbone is strong and flexible. It holds your body up and allows you to twist and bend. Your spinal cord, a delicate bundle of nerves, runs right through the middle of your vertebrae, of your spine. And I'll show you. Here's our spine, our vertebrae of a deer. This is only part of it. There's 1, 2, 3 vertebrae. And you can see that hole down the middle. That's where the spinal cord was, right in there. Pretty cool. And then we have your rib cage. Your ribs are attached to your spine. They curve to the back to form a strong, bony cage around your chest. Colin, put your scissors away. They help protect your heart and your lungs. The top 7 pairs of ribs connect to your sternum. That's this bone right there at the front of your chest. That's your rib cage, and you can definitely feel your ribs. Yep. And then we have arm and hand bones. The bones in your arm and hands are designed to perform an amazing number of tasks. They allow you to carry out so many complex small movements, from throwing a ball in the air or writing with a pen or pencil. This bone right here is called your humerus. So that's this bone, your humerus. And then there's 2 bones right here. Let's see. The radius is so there's 2 bones right here. There's your radius on this side, the side with your thumb on it. And then the ulna over here on this side. And then there's all the bones in your hand that are called your phalanges or your finger bones. Hips. Your pelvis is a bowl-shaped ring of bones that support the weight of your upper body and protect the organs in your lower body. The 2 main bones in your pelvis are the coxal. Those are your hip bones. Each is made up of 3 smaller bones that are fused together. Ooh, so there's your hips. That's what your hip bones look like. Let's see, we've got legs and feet. Your legs and feet are built for moving and standing upright. The bones in your legs are thick and strong to carry your body's weight. Your feet are long and wide for balance. They have springy arches for pushing your legs off the ground. Each leg is made up of 4 bones. The femur, that's that biggest bone in your body. The tibia and fibula are your calf bones. And then there are 26 different bones in your feet. Whoa. So let's see. The fibula is the bone on the outside of your shin. Your tibia is the bone on the inside of your shin. Oh, and then this is cool. This tells us about joints. Joints are places where two bones meet. They allow your body to bend, turn, and twist. There are about 100 joints all over your body. Your knees, ankles, shoulders, neck, back, even deep inside your ears. Joints are divided into different types depending on how they move. Here's your knee joint. That's what your knee. I know, I had no idea. No idea. Wow. So bones are the framework of your body, and joints help your bones move. But the power to move your whole body comes from your muscles. Many muscles are attached to your bones by strong bands called tendons. When you move, your brain sends signals to your muscles, telling them to pull your bones to get moving. Oh, look at this. There's a big old skeleton. Whoa, look at that. And I think it even goes down more to show the feet. Oh my goodness, look at that skeleton. Wow, that's a big one. Yes, and then on the back, it shows what the skeleton looks like from behind. That would be like somebody standing facing the other way from you. This is what it would look like standing facing towards you. Yeah, whoa, that's a big one. Pretty cool. All right, so I think we are about out of time. I think Miss Cornbluth's going to be here any minute for her lesson. We did get to read the whole book, that's right, but we can look at some bones while we wait. We were learning about our hip bones. I think this is the hip bones of like maybe a rabbit. I think this might have been like where the backbone was, and these were the hips. I'm not exactly sure. It's a very interesting looking bone. I'm not sure what animal this came from. I think it was a rabbit, but we'll see. Hello, Miss Cornbluth. Perfect timing. We just finished up science. All right, everybody, let's do some checking off on the schedule and see what's next. We're going to check off science. There we go. Next on the schedule, we have Miss Cornbluth. Yay! Let me clean for you. Okay, awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, I know. It's like when we remember, it's great. Okay, let me clean my computer. Yeah. All right. There we go. We're all ready. Okay.
Thank you for coming, Miss Cornbluth.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Okay. Okay, so it's going to take me just a second to pull up my lesson. But while I pull up my lesson, I want to see if you guys remember any of the different kinds of breaths that we have gotten to talk about.
Oh my God, it's all wet.
What do you remember, Miss Adeline? The balloon breath. Will you show us the balloon breath? That's great. Hands on top of the head, right? Breathe in. And then as your arms go down, you let the air out of the balloon. Woo! You got it. That is awesome. Who remembers another one? Charles, what do you remember? The pretzel. Can you show us the pretzel? The pretzel is kind of hard to do. Put your hands out. Okay. Turn your thumbs down. Yeah, you got it, Charles. Yeah, that's it. Bring them in. Deep breath in. Breath out. Good job, Charles. Will you lead us one more time in the pretzel breath? Everybody follow Charles. Pull those arms in. Breath in, breath out. Who can lead us in the drain? Dina? Show us the drain. So she's got her hands out tight and fists. Breathe in and beautiful, perfect. You did that perfectly. Lead us one more time in the drain. That is a beautiful. Okay. And you guys have, you don't have a little camera set up, do you?
Not yet. No, I have a document camera.
Oh, that's okay, y'all.
On my to-do list.
Okay, I've got my little Google screen up and I can say hello to my friends at home. I haven't really said hello to you yet. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Ayelet. Hi, Isley. And hi, Finn. How are you? Good to see you all. Okay. And Charles, I think you were on the screen last week.
Yeah, this week. I know, it's his first week back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
My food day in
How's it going so far? Good. I'm glad it's going good. Excellent.
we know food day.
Okay. So we've done at least 3 breaths, good breaths. I have one more for you guys. When you were in preschool, if you were here for preschool, then we did belly breaths together. And when we did belly breaths, we would take one hand and put it on our heart. We would take the other hand and put it on our belly. And then we would breathe in and breathe out. So I've got something new today. Mrs. Labar taught me, she's the computer teacher here. She taught me that I can do a heart hug. So I'm going to start with my belly breath. And then I'm going to take this hand and I'm going to make a little circle on my chest. Just a little circle. I'm going to press right there and just a little circle. Just move my hand around. You guys see how I'm making a little circle with my hand? And that is a heart hug. What do you guys think? Does it feel calming to do a heart hug? Yeah. So we can't hug. We can do air hugs, but we can't hug because we don't want to share germs, right? But now we've got a new hug that we can do. We can do a heart hug. You guys are awesome. Okay, so we have been talking about being problem solvers. Who can tell me what skills we've learned so far about being problem solvers? Anybody at home? Can anybody at home tell me any of the things we've learned about being peaceful problem solvers? Raise your hand if you want to share, because otherwise I don't know if you want to share. Okay, Elliot.
Walk away.
Walk away, that's right, we've learned about walking away. What else? Adeline. Taking deep breaths. We have to calm down to be peaceful problem solvers, don't we? Harrison.
Look away.
Look away, right? Ignore. You got it. And there's one more, I think. You guys remember one more? Dina. It's similar to look away. One of the words is the same.
Walk away.
Walk away. We walk away. Yep. Sometimes we can be peaceful problem solvers by walking away. Colin.
Go away.
Go away. Walk away. We can walk away. Absolutely. Yes. Today's about taking turns. Now, taking turns is kind of a weird one for me to teach you guys because not only it's just taking turns, it's also about sharing. So
I meant for that carrot.
that's awesome, but what's weird about sharing right now? What's the problem with sharing right now?
It's hard.
Why is it, what's the problem? There's another problem. Yeah, coronavirus. We can't share germs. So we used to share markers, we used to share crayons, we used to share glue sticks and scissors. But now you guys have your own stuff, right? And we don't want to share those things because we touch those things. And so if we touch those things and share them, then we're going to share germs. So certain things we can't share anymore because we don't want to share germs. But
We can share it.
that's right, we can. So we still need to know how to share. We still need to know how to take turns and share. So that's what this lesson is all about. So what does it mean to take turns and share? What do you guys think? What's it mean? Vina?
I'll unmute you.
Okay. So I think at home you guys probably couldn't hear. She said you don't keep everything for yourself. I love it. You don't, so if you have something you can share, you don't just eat it all. Right? You're not going to eat the whole pie. You're going to share the pie or share the birthday cake, right? Catherine, did you have an idea?
No, but my dad's birthday is today.
Yay. Do you think he'll share cake with you?
Yes.
I think so too. I think so too, because it's nice to share and celebrate together. Okay, so yes, when we take turns, one person has a turn and then we get a turn. So in this picture, what's happening here? Who can tell me what's happening here? Raise your hand. Yeah. So forward, say it nice and loud. That's right, and we know he's angry because his eyes are down, his cheeks are red, he's making a growling face, his hands are tight in a fist. So he's having angry feelings because he's not getting a turn. Has anybody felt that way when you haven't gotten a turn? What do you think this boy should do?
Ask for a turn.
Ask for a turn?
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath, absolutely.
And ask for a turn.
And
Because I'm sure we'll
they might not know he wants a turn. I love it, Elliot. They might not know he wants a turn. So he needs to take some deep breaths and use his words and ask for a turn. Vina. Then talk it out. Yes, take deep breaths, calm down first, then talk it out. You got it. You guys, you don't even need me. What am I here for? You guys already know this stuff. You're so good. I'm teasing. Yeah. Okay. What's happening here? What's going on here? Isley, you want to tell me?
Take some breaths and meditate.
Take some breaths and meditate. What's she upset about? What do you think she's upset about?
What do you think this girl's upset about?
She wants to draw.
Yes, she wants to draw. What do you think she wants to use?
Pencil.
Yeah, that pink pencil, right? She wants to use that pink pencil. And the other kids might not be letting her use that pink pencil.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I turned it off, sweetie. I turned off the drawing so that it doesn't cover the screen.
Who did that?
The teacher.
I'm going to clear those drawings, sweetheart. Okay, there we go. Now we can see the screen. Okay. So yeah, she wants the pink pencil. And what do you think, Isley? You ready for one more question? What do you think she should do?
Meditate.
And after she's calm, what should she say?
Can I please have a turn when you're done?
Yes, I love it. Yes. Can I please use the pencil next? So if you have a sister or a brother or maybe a mom or a dad and they're doing something that you want to do, you can ask, may I have a turn? Will you please share that with me?
I have a little baby Mateo, but he cannot keep from doing the same thing.
So if you have a baby sister or a baby brother, they probably don't know this stuff yet. So you may have to be really, really patient with them because they're not big kids like you.
So I can push him up.
Push him? Is that being a peaceful problem solver? No, that's not being a peaceful problem solver. You'll have to find another way. You think maybe you'll try one of these. And if it's a really little baby sister or brother, you might need to get help from mom and dad or a babysitter or a nanny. the grown-up that's there. So there are lots of different things to share and take turns with at school. Some of the things we're not going to share right now, but you can still share turns on the swings, and you can still share turns at the bathroom sink, right? We can't get all crowded around the sink. You can still take turns with lining up and going first and things like that. You okay, Ford? Okay. Sometimes it can be hard to wait patiently. So when somebody else has a turn, it can be really hard to be patient till it's your turn. What can you do when you're waiting for a turn to make it easier? So this suggestion is think about something else. Who has this Wheeler? What do you think this little boy's thinking about? What's he thinking about?
Being a scientist.
I love it. Yes, he's thinking about being a scientist. So he's waiting for his turn to use the blocks. And instead of getting mad and frustrated, he's thinking about something in his head to help him be patient. This little girl, what do you think she's doing? Adeline, you nailed it. Taking deep breaths. So if you're feeling frustrated and it's your turn and you need to have more patience, you can take deep breaths. And this little guy is using self-talk. Self-talk is when you talk to yourself and you encourage yourself and you say to yourself, I can do it. I can wait. I can be patient. I can be caring. You guys want to try that? So I'm going to say, I can wait. And then you say, I can wait. Ready? I can wait. I can do it. Beautiful. And so that's giving ourselves self-talk when we encourage ourselves, when we tell ourselves we can do it. So that's another thing to use. And we're going to use our words. So there's a whole bunch of words up here. So I'm going to say them and you say them next. I need a turn. Let's do it together. Can I use that now, please? And the last one. Can we take turns? You guys got it. So you can ask for a turn because maybe the kids don't know that you want a turn. Or you can pay attention and see that somebody is waiting. If you notice somebody waiting, then you can say this stuff. You ready? You should have a turn now. Do you want a turn? Here, you can use it now. And the last one, it's your turn. Good job, you guys. Take turns. So, okay. So we have about 10 minutes.
Now, can we color in some pieces?
Yes, you have. I've got your coloring pages today. So I have the take a break. And here at school, the take turns. So I did send these by email to your parents at home. If you don't have them, it's okay, because you can take a blank piece of paper, and on a blank piece of paper, you can draw somebody taking a break or somebody taking turns. Okay, so you can use a blank piece of paper if you don't have the coloring pages. You're gonna get both.
I'm waiting.
Oh my goodness, you're waiting for it to be your turn to get a piece of paper. I love it. You too? Wait, nobody's yelling at me?
Yeah.
Nobody's screaming, give me my paper now. No, you guys are being patient. You're waiting for it to be your turn.
I know I'm getting my name is my whole name because they're thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you told me thank you too. What good manners.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Colin.
Everybody back.
And if you guys at home want to see your friends at school, we'll set the camera so you can see them. So, yeah, if you want to color, you can. If you're not that into coloring, you can draw your own picture on the back. So if you want to draw a picture of someone taking a break, your own picture, you can do that on the back. Yeah, sometimes kids don't like coloring, and if you're one of those kids that doesn't like coloring, you can draw a picture on the back.
Well,
Let's not cut it though, Ford. Let's leave it.
I was just wondering.
So let's focus on coloring.
I still color.
Great.
Now it looks pretty a little different. Can't you have color? I have to.
For sure. Yeah. Then you can share it with your parents. Just share what you learned. If you have names on it, we'll put your names on it to make sure it comes home. So if you guys
Can
had
I
to
do
teach,
my initials?
initials are fine with me. If you guys had to teach your mom about taking turns, what would you call her?
And I would tell her, please take turns and if you guys know, and don't
Take that. What would you teach your brother if you have a brother? What would you teach your brother about taking a break? How would you teach your brother about taking a break?
My brother knows how to take a break.
He doesn't know how to take a break.
I have a sister too young to be
Too young to know.
Yes, Tommy.
Be calm. Be calm.
Whoa.
We all have one about your sister. What would you tell
My
your
mother
sister?
can't talk. My mother can talk.
Can you take turns with me? I love it.
My mother can talk. Please. I always say I always say that to my sister.
Do you guys have any pictures to share with me? Catherine, Isley, hold on, let me pin it so I can make it bigger. Let's see your picture.
Look at mine. It's going so far.
Oh, I love it. That looks great. Very nice. Oh, Catherine's showing me hers now. Hold on, let me make it bigger. There it is. Look at all those colors. Beautiful colors on your take a break picture. Finn, did you have any you want to show me? You want to show me your work? Working on it.
I want to show you my drawing.
Let's see it. Let's see your drawing. That's fabulous. You've got it all in a book too. That's great. You'll have all your pages together and you can share. Ayelet, do you have something, do you want to share yours?
I didn't get one.
So are you using a blank piece of paper?
I don't really know how to do it.
Don't really know how. So you can ask your mom to check for an email from me, and maybe she can print it later. Okay? We have a few more pages that we're going to do, but she got an email on, I think, Monday that has the attachment. Okay? So no worries, no big deal. Oh, that's from our first lesson about small and big problems. Remember, no biggie, no biggie.
Yeah, you color it whenever you want.
No bag. No bag. No
Biggie. Right, if it's a small problem, no biggie.
No bag. No bag. No biggie.
So you all have about 3 minutes for some more color, and I'll do some cleanup. Yeah, put it in your take-home. If you are done, you can put it in your take-home folder. Very colorful. Very colorful. You have to bring some color. Colors in your little house. So if you're done, you can put it in your take-home folder. And about 20 seconds to finish up, and then I'll have everybody come out and put it in your take-home folder. You're ready, Elliot. You want to put it in your take-home folder? Your special pictures and put them in your take-home folder. Elliot, you listened the first time. Great listening. Charles got his in his take-home folder. Draft in the take-home folder. Pictures in the take-home folder.
Look, I made my mini house.
Yeah, you did. Okay, Corey, you got an extra chance. You need to get your scrap paper.
And I'm going to do fancy at my house.
Okay, awesome.
Nope.
Awesome.
I put my take-home folder in full
Bean
water in my backpack.
Good job.
It has my special rock in it.
Oh, I love how you put it back in your backpack.
It's a flower rock. I found the
Really?
flower
Ready, let's clean up. Thurston, let's clean up.
I'm the only one who found that flower
Let's get
rock.
back to it.
It has nothing. It's not long because it's not it's taking back.
Good. A lot of people said that.
My flower rock is my
Yeah, good.
I don't know if I'm really
Adeline's putting hers in her take-home folder. Okay, you've got lots of dirt from playing outside. Okay, Cora, it's okay. Oh, please don't touch my computer. Get back to your desk, please. Cora, I brought this for you. Put your stuff in. Put your stuff in there. As many as you can. Okay? Yes, Taylor. You got it? Okay. Just get what you can. Yeah, whatever you can get.
One is finished. Take this off. One is extra gas. One is
Okay. It's good to see everybody from home. And next is story time. So as soon as we're cleaned up here, it'll be story time. Bye, Catherine. Bye, Isley. Bye, Finn. Bye, Ayelet. See you next week.
Wow, poor you did such a great job cleaning all that up. So nice. Well, you're trying your best to get as much as you can. That's great. Yeah. Are you gonna put your shirt back on, Harrison?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Ms. Cornwood.
I'll see you later. Thank you. Okay, let's get this clean. And we'll do some checking off on our schedule. So it's okay to disagree about it, right? Remember what Ms. Cornflakes was saying? You could just ignore them. You could just say, well, we disagree, and then just ignore them and keep doing what you were doing before, right? Okay, let's go ahead and check off on our schedule. So Colin, hold on one second.
Now we can check off me school list.
Do not touch. Did you hear me? Do not touch other people's desk. Got it? Good.
All right, sorry about that, kids at home. Let's go ahead and do some checking off on our schedule. We're gonna check off Miss Cornblit. Now we've got story time and then pack up and go home. Okay, I have got some good books for story time today. Let's see. Okay, we are going to read, if we have time to do both of them, we've got a Mo Willems book, I Am Invited to a Party by Mo Willems. And then a Halloween one, Henry and Mudge, Under the Yellow Moon. Okay, let's do our Mo Willems one first. I am invited to a party with an exclamation point. So that means he's yelling it. So the first page is a bunch of
she's yelling it.
Or she's yelling it, you're right. Piggy's a girl. A bunch of invitations that say Piggy on them in fancy handwriting. Okay, Piggy says, Gerald! Look, I'm invited to a party. That's one of our E words, envelope. Cool, it is cool. So look, inside the envelope is an invitation. That scrunchy nose I, invitation. Will you go with me? I've never been to a party. I will go with you. I know parties. Party, 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 party. Wait, what if it's a fancy party? We must be ready. Really? I know parties. He knows parties. Zip, zap, zip, or zap, zip. Ooh, they're dressed all fancy now. Is this fancy? Very fancy. Look, even the writing is fancy. Party, 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 party. Wait, what if it's a pool party? A fancy pool party? We must be ready. I know parties. He knows parties. Zip, zap, zap, zip. Now they're in fancy clothes and pool party clothes. What? How is this? We will make a splash. Party, 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 party. Wait, what if it's a costume party? A fancy pool costume party? We must be ready! Zip, zap! He had better know parties. Zip, zip! Now they're in costumes, fancy clothes, and pool party clothes. What in the world? Now can we go to the party? Yes, now we are ready. Well, that is a surprise. Ooh, the sign says party this way. I wonder what Piggy is surprised about. You do know parties. Party, party, party. Look, it turned out it actually really is a fancy costume pool party. So funny. Oh, and then, oh yeah, Ford noticed the little mouse says party too. Good observation. Oh, and in the back is a bunch of envelopes, invitations that say Piggy, and one pigeon in the envelope. Sneaky pigeon. All right, we got time for one little story. I think this is a chapter book with different stories. We've got time for one of them. And then we will be all done. Okay, let's see. This one is, so Henry and Mudge under the yellow moon. I think this is Henry and that's his dog Mudge. And there's, I think, different chapters. We'll just read one of them today. It's called Together in the Fall. In the fall, Henry and his dog Mudge took long walks in the woods. Henry loved looking at the tops of trees. He liked the leaves, orange, yellow, brown, and red. Mudge loved sniffing at the ground, and he liked the leaves too. He always ate a few. What? Silly Mudge. In the fall, Henry liked counting the birds flying south. Mudge liked watching for chipmunks. Since one was a boy and the other was a dog, they never did things just the same way. Henry picked apples and Mudge licked apples. Henry put on a coat and Mudge grew one. And when the fall wind blew, Henry's ears turned red and Mudge's ears turned inside out. But one thing about them was the same. In the fall, Henry and Mudge liked being together most of all. Okay, maybe we'll read this chapter of the book tomorrow in morning meeting. It's called Under the Yellow Moon. I see some Halloween things on this one. So I think this is a Halloween chapter. So I will put my pencil right there so I remember where we left off, and we'll finish this book in morning meeting tomorrow. So let's do some checking off on our schedule. Harrison, Ford, Collins, Harrison. We are going to check off story time. Next on our schedule is pack up and go home. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye for now, and we'll see each other in the morning. And remember, you can wear your Halloween costume.
Bye. I love you. Tomorrow I'll wear my skeleton costume.
Bye 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 bye.